Okay, so last week I attached the electronics to a frame I built and I started programming the plotter. Now this week I'm going to be trying out my new 3D printing pen and I'm going to be building a 12 volt AC to DC converter. So I went on Amazon and bought the cheapest pen that I could buy, and for just £20 it worked quite well. I created a spiral, a hemisphere, and a hat. The pen isn't just for fun though, as I'm planning to use it as the extruder for my 3D printer. So if you remember from last week, the plotter was drawing things incorrectly, and turns out that this was because of 4 separate issues. They were: 1. That I had made a mistake in my indexing of lists, 2. That the plotter was not being calibrated before starting, 3. That I had mapped the coordinates from processing to the Arduino wrong, and finally 4. That I was not giving my C drives enough power. I fixed all the issues except for the power one, because it turned out to be harder than I thought to get a battery with more voltage than 9 volt. So what I decided to do is take the power supply, which I scavenged from a computer early on in the project, and hack it so that it outputs 12 volts. Okay, so the next step is to sort these into the different colours. Okay, so now I'm going to be removing the ends of all the wires which are black and yellow. Okay, so I've now cut off the ends of every black and yellow wire. So the next step is to join them all together. Okay, so the final step is to solder this wire, the green one, to this ground wire. This green one is actually the wake-up wire, and normally it's soldered to the motherboard, so only when the computer is connected will the power supply work. But for our purposes, we can just solder it to any ground wire, which is what I'm going to do. So I'm going to connect it to the power supply, and hopefully this will turn on. Okay, so here is the moment of truth. Okay, so the fan is running, it's really good. So the test is, will I get 12 volts? Here is a motor. Okay, so it works. Okay, so now that I have a working 12 volt power source, next week I'm going to be attaching the wires to my 3D printer and hopefully I'll be able to draw something. So make sure to subscribe if you want to see next week's video.